When a dog enters a home with multiple family members, they don't divide their emotional devotion equally. In almost every household, a dog quietly selects one single person as their favorite human, a primary anchor of absolute safety and trust. Take the story of Cooper, a rescued border collie living with a family of 4 in Colorado. Cooper happily greeted everyone at the door, ate food from the kids, and played fetch with the husband. But at night, or whenever thunder rumbled in the distance, Cooper would quietly position himself in a specific, subtle way near the mother, Sarah, never demanding attention, but never leaving her side. His family assumed he was just being clingy. However, canine behaviorists observed that Cooper wasn't asking for affection. He was displaying a deeply evolved, silent language reserved strictly for his primary guardian. To understand why dogs choose a favorite person and how they silently communicate that bond, we have to look into the social dynamics of their ancestors. In a wild pack, survival depended on clarity of leadership and social cohesion. Canines didn't navigate their world through loud, energetic demands. Instead, they relied on micro-expressions, subtle body shifts, and quiet proximity to communicate alignment with the pack's primary guardian. When domestic dogs live in a human household, their 30,000-year-old instincts continually evaluate their environment. They observe who feeds them, yes, but more importantly, they tune into who provides the most consistent, calm emotional energy. When a dog identifies that person, they don't always express it with hyperactive tail wagging or barking. In fact, behavioral scientists note that a dog's deepest emotional language is often surprisingly quiet, so subtle that over 80% of pet owners completely miss these quiet signals every single day. The first signal is what behaviorists call the soft leaning anchor. Have you ever been standing in the kitchen or sitting at your desk and felt your dog gently rest their body weight against your legs? Many owners assume their dog is just itchy or blocking their path. In canine psychology, this is known as tactile anchoring. When a dog leans their weight against you, they aren't just seeking physical contact. They are using your presence to ground their own nervous system. By physically connecting with you, their brain releases oxytocin, signaling that they view you as a reliable source of stability. Here is the mistake most owners make. When their dog leans against them, they immediately begin rough housing or patting them aggressively on the head. This sudden burst of energy can actually disrupt the quiet bonding moment your dog was seeking. The second signal is the unbroken morning greet. Notice how your dog reacts when you first wake up in the morning compared to everyone else. A dog's primary human receives a very distinct type of greeting. Rather than explosive energy, canine experts observe that a dog greeting their favorite person often exhibits a full-body soft stretch, lower tail wags, and a long, relaxed sigh before making gentle physical contact. They aren't looking for play. They are simply verifying that their primary anchor is awake and safe. The third signal is the sigh of surrender. Imagine sitting on the couch after a long day. Your dog hops up, curls into a ball next to you, and lets out a long, audible exhale through their nose. In behavioral science, this is associated with a shift into the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural rest and digest mode. Picture a wild wolf resting its head on the alpha guardian of the den during a bitter winter night. That single, heavy exhale is the physical moment their instincts whisper that the pack is safe and they can finally rest. A dog will only let out this deep, dramatic sigh when they feel completely free from the need to guard their environment. If they consistently choose your side to perform this sigh of surrender, it indicates that your presence acts as their ultimate sanctuary. The fourth signal is the silent guard position. When you are relaxing in a room, where does your dog position their body? If your dog chooses to lie down near your feet or beside your chair, but intentionally faces their head toward the door or hallway, they are displaying an ancient protective instinct. They aren't ignoring you by looking away. They are voluntarily taking on the role of sentry, guarding the entrance so that you can relax undisturbed. The fifth signal is the deep gaze without demands. In the canine world, a hard, fixed stare between strangers can be interpreted as intense or assertive. However, research conducted on human-animal bonding shows that when a dog looks into the eyes of their primary human with relaxed facial muscles and soft eyelids, it triggers a mutual release of oxytocin in both the human and canine brains. Have you ever noticed your dog slowly blink while holding this soft gaze? That slow blink is a universally recognized canine signal of absolute trust and peaceful intentions. If your dog quietly sits across the room and catches your eye with a soft, steady glance, without begging for food or demanding to go outside, they are engaging in a form of silent emotional check-in. The sixth signal is bringing you their most valued scent items. When your dog picks up a dirty sock, a shoe, or their favorite worn-out toy and quietly carries it over to where you are sitting, without necessarily wanting to play fetch, this is a profound display of scent-based bonding. Your footwear and clothing carry the highest concentration of your personal scent. By bringing these items near you or resting their chin on your shoe, your dog is blending their scent with yours, reinforcing the scent boundary of the pack. The seventh signal is passive shadow tracking. Does your dog follow you from the living room to the kitchen, or wait patiently outside the bathroom door, even when they know no food or outdoor walk is involved? Behaviorists distinguish between separation anxiety and passive shadow tracking. Separation anxiety involves distress, pacing, and whining. Passive tracking, on the other hand, is a calm, unobtrusive desire to remain within your sensory orbit. They simply prefer to exist in the same atmospheric space as their favorite human. Feel the quiet weight of their paw resting on your foot, or the soft, rhythmic warmth of their breathing against your ankle while you work. These subtle moments are the true currency of canine love. Remember Cooper, the rescue border collie from Colorado? Once Sarah understood that Cooper's quiet leaning and floor tracking were his way of declaring his ultimate trust, she stopped expecting him to be a hyperactive cuddle bug. Instead, she began acknowledging his quiet signals, giving him a gentle, steady touch on the shoulder or sharing a soft blink whenever he settled near her feet. Over time, this mutual understanding transformed their bond. Cooper became vastly more confident during daylight hours, knowing his unspoken language was recognized and respected. Our dogs spend their relatively short lives trying to adapt to our loud, busy human world. They learn our schedules, tolerate our strange rules, and learn to navigate our chaotic routines. They don't express their deepest devotion through grand gestures or expensive gifts. Instead, they offer us a quiet, daily language of trust, a soft glance across a crowded room, a gentle lean against your knee, or a peaceful sigh at the end of a long day. Recognizing these 7 quiet signals isn't just about knowing if you're their favorite person. It's about honoring the profound emotional sanctuary you provide in their life. Now, while these 7 quiet signals show who your dog trusts most, there is one specific room in your home where their evolutionary instincts kick into overdrive, leaving almost every owner completely baffled as to why their dog refuses to leave their side. If you've ever wondered why your dog insists on following you into the bathroom every single day, click the video appearing on your screen right now to uncover the fascinating instinct behind it.